It is a day of blood, tears, and absolute horror in Kwara State. And the news reaching our desk is enough to make any grown man weep. The headline you saw is not an exaggeration. It is a nightmare that has come to life in the communities of Woro and Nuku. Breaking: Bello Turji commanders storm Woro and Nuku communities, slaughter over 50 residents. But as we dig deeper into this story today, Thursday, February 5th, 2026, the reality is even worse than the initial reports. We are talking about a massacre that has left the peace of Kaiama local government area completely shattered, with the death toll now rising far above 50 and royalty running for their lives into the bush. We are broadcasting this urgent report because the war has officially shifted. For a long time, we thought Kwara State was relatively safe compared to Zamfara or Katsina. But yesterday, the commanders loyal to the bandit kingpin, Bello Turji, possibly working in loose alliance with the new Lakurawa group, proved us all wrong. They didn't just attack, they invaded with the intent to wipe these towns off the map. Reports confirm that heavily armed terrorists on motorcycles stormed Woro and Nuku, blocking all exit routes before unleashing hell on innocent civilians. The most shocking part of this tragedy is the attack on the traditional institution. We are receiving confirmed reports that the Emir's palace was a primary target. The terrorists, acting with zero fear of the military, stormed the palace grounds. They set the ancient building ablaze, burning history to the ground. The Emir, a custodian of our culture, was forced to flee. Can you imagine the level of anarchy required for a royal father to run into the forest to save his life? It is an abomination. But while the Emir escaped, his family was not so lucky. The reports indicate that wives and children within the royal household were among those butchered in cold blood. The brutality didn't stop at the palace. These monsters went for the soul of the community. The Chief Imam, the spiritual leader who prays for peace, was slaughtered. Teachers who were in classrooms, students who were trying to learn, they were all cut down. Eyewitnesses describing the scene say it wasn't just shootings. Victims were found with their throats slit, a signature mark of these ruthless commanders who want to send a message of terror to the state. The terrorists reportedly operated from the dense Kaiama National Park forest, using the border between Niger and Kwara states as a revolving door of death. Now, I want to pause for a second. When you hear about an emir running into the bush and children being slaughtered in their schools, does it make you feel that the government has lost total control of our territory? Is state police the only answer left? I want to read your honest thoughts in the comment section below. And please, if you want us to keep bringing you these uncensored updates that the mainstream media might be too afraid to show, do me a huge favor and click that like button right now. It helps us push this truth to the world. And if you are not yet part of this family, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on this developing war. Welcome back. Let's look at the official response because it tells you how serious this is. Governor AbdulRazaq has already rushed to Kaiama with security chiefs. He looked devastated. He confirmed that the death toll is massive. Some sources are even whispering numbers as high as 160 or 170 people killed across the two villages. The governor called it a cowardly expression of frustration. But let's be honest, this doesn't look like frustration. This looks like a coordinated expansion of territory. President Bola Tinubu has also reacted from Aso Rock. Late last night, he ordered the immediate deployment of a full army battalion to Kaiama. He stated that these attackers will pay a heavy price. But the people of Woro and Nuku are asking, where was the battalion yesterday? We have known that the Kainji forest is a hideout for these groups for years. Why did we wait until the palace was burning and the students were dead before sending reinforcements? This attack in Quara is a signal. It signals that Bello Turji and his commanders are not contained in the northwest. They are pushing south. They are exploiting the porous borders between Niger and Kwara states to open a new front in this insurgency. If they can sack an emir's palace in Quara today, where would they strike tomorrow? Kogi, Ekiti? The silence from the security intelligence agencies is deafening. How does a convoy of hundreds of motorcycles move into a town without a single drone spotting them? The scenes from Woro today are apocalyptic. Smoke is still rising from the ruins of the palace. Families are digging mass graves because there are too many bodies to bury individually. The survivors are fleeing towards Ilori, creating a new wave of internally displaced persons. We will keep monitoring this situation. If the military engages these commanders in the bush, we will bring you that update immediately.